Hey everybody, it is me, Vincent, coming to you from Viva Las Vegas for the very first time ever to check out Universal's first major expansion outside of the theme parks, Universal Horror Unleashed. If you are a fan of Halloween Horror Nights like me and you want to be able to experience the event any day of the year, you gotta come to Vegas to check this place out. I'm excited to experience the horrors of Horrors Unleashed for the very first time and take you guys along with me. We're gonna check out the 4 haunted houses, all of the entertainment offerings, grab some food, and help you guys figure out if it's gonna be worth visiting Horrors Unleashed in Vegas to get your year-round fright. So welcome to another episode of Vincent Vision. Watch out. Oh my gosh. Oh, welcome to Horror Unleashed. So welcome, my friends, to Warehouse 25. That is the setting here of Horror Unleashed. Universal Horror Unleashed is a year-long haunted house venue with 4 haunted houses, shows, entertainment, places to eat and grab drinks. This is a year-round Halloween Horror Nights. It is open every day from 2 to 10 o'clock, so you have tons of time to take in the horror of Universal Horrors Unleashed. I paid $70 for a general admission ticket. It is timed entry. I am here at the earliest time at 2 o'clock, and with my $70 entry, I'm able to enter the haunted houses 1 time each. If you are a Nevada resident, you get $10 off, so you can get in here for $60, and they sell a limited amount of unlimited $100 tickets, so you can experience the haunted houses multiple times. I'm going to be spending a good chunk of time here today, seeing everything that this place has to offer. The really nice thing is, as soon as you step into the warehouse, as you saw me walking right in, there are scares all around. As you head to all of the different haunted houses, you are encountered by tons of different performers who are coming up to you. You can take pictures with them, interact with them. It's a lot of fun.
Admire fellow people watching.
Yeah, I have to say, I've been kind of looking, you seem pretty comfortable here.
At least I woke up here, I'll be honest. Not really sure how it happened.
Oh, okay.
Sometimes you just find yourself somewhere and you make the most of it.
I would agree. I would agree.
First time here?
Yes.
All right.
First time.
Well, welcome, I guess.
Yeah.
Not really the host here, but I'm
No,
around.
that's okay.
Check.
Well, it seems like you have eyes on what's going on around here, so I'll be sure to check in on you later. Hopefully you do okay.
Name's Robert.
Robert. Oh, Vincent. Nice to meet you.
That's
okay.
Never gotten it right.
Yeah.
Never
It's okay.
50-50
shot.
Exactly, it happens. But enjoy this interesting plane of existence.
Yeah.
Sherry.
Yeah.
If you need any tips, sorry. Better go return that to the restaurant.
Yeah. You keep that safe, Robert. Please.
Enjoy your time.
Yeah. See you around. Oh gosh. What's really great too is the space that we're in. Warehouse 25 is what they call it. This is filled with tons of Halloween Horror Nights, Easter eggs, and little goodies. A lot of stuff from Orlando. This venue is very Orlando based. There are old masks and prop pieces from haunted houses years back, some more recent haunted houses. For example, there's a big puppet that's hanging above the entrance to the Exorcist haunted house that's from the old Slaughter Cinema House in 2019. I'm filming this right now. I'm looking at the old sign for the Run haunted house from many, many years ago. Tons of little props and nods and things for Halloween Horror Nights fans and true enthusiasts that they're going to recognize and go, oh look, there's that, there's this. A lot of cool stuff to look at as you're just walking around taking in all the vibes. I think the first thing that I'm gonna do is knock out all these haunted houses. That's a really big deal. It's probably one of the biggest reasons you're gonna be wanting to visit Horror Unleashed is to experience the haunted houses, right? So there are 4 haunted houses here. There is Universal Monsters, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, Exorcist Believer, and Scarecrow the Reaping. And the way they have it set up is actually really kind of cool. The space as a whole is a little bit smaller than I expected, and all of the haunted houses are right there. So as soon as you enter the warehouse, boom, Universal Monsters is set up right there, and you can kind of see some of the queue set up. They have the projection of the haunted house name on the floor. It is a cool portal that they've set up to enter the haunted houses. So I'm gonna go ahead and start getting ready to see these haunted houses. Hopefully I don't have to wait very long, And once I get through all of them, I'll tell you what I think about these experiences, how they compare to some other Halloween Horror Nights haunted houses. Unfortunately, you cannot film inside the haunted houses on a regular day, so I'll see you at the end of my little haunted house marathon.
Somebody help me! What are you doing, dude? Don't you try taking your job too serious, dude!
Oh my gosh. All right, let's go inside Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Okay, so I just got through all 4 of the haunted houses here at Horror Unleashed, and I have to say, they were pretty darn good. If you have been to the Halloween Horror Nights event in Orlando, some of these houses are direct copies of the ones that existed prior. The good news is that they have copied some of the best haunted houses in Halloween Horror Nights Orlando history. For example, Scarecrow at the Reaping, which was my favorite out of the 4 haunted houses, was very, very similar to the Orlando one, had a lot of same beats, moments that made the haunted house so good and so recognizable. So I'm probably just gonna use a bunch of different clips from other creators, just because I wasn't able to get any footage myself, just so you can kind of get the idea, but not really give away everything that the house has to offer. Number 2 was Universal Monsters. That one was super detailed, it was very scenic, also very similar in style to the one from Orlando. And then number 3 was Exorcist, and then number 4 was Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Exorcist pretty much was the exact same as the Orlando house with some different beats. Something that was really cool that does not happen in a typical Halloween Horror Nights haunted house is that they actually stopped us at certain points throughout the haunted house to watch like a scene unfold. You know, in the Monsters house, we got to watch Frankenstein's monster come alive, and in Exorcist, we got to see like the exorcism happen, and that was a really, really cool show moment that added a lot more than just going through the haunted house. As far as like scariness goes, it wasn't as scary as I thought it was going to be, but that's also because this is literally day 1 of this event. So the performers in there will get a lot more experience, and they'll be able to scare you a lot more, but there were definitely some like dead zones where I was going through the haunted house and I was like, man, if someone popped out right now, this would be really scary, but no one ever did. I originally wanted to get the multi-visit pass that I can go through the haunted house multiple times, and I think with just the pass that I had, which allowed me 1 time in each haunted house, I think personally that was enough, where I was pretty satisfied with seeing all 4 of them. Each haunted house, we were in there for about 6 or 7 minutes, and I do think it was very cool that they pulsed you. They send you through each haunted house individually. Overall, I thought the haunted houses were tons of fun. It wasn't as scary or as intense as Halloween Horror Nights in Hollywood or Orlando, but I thought it was a very, very cool experience, and it was really interesting to see how they use this brand new space for the haunted house. But now that I've done those, I am very, very hungry. It is time for me to get some food. Oh no, okay. Reverse the camera, pull back, no! So food here at Horror Unleashed is something that I've actually been pleasantly surprised with. I kind of came in blind without really knowing much about like the food options here, and turns out there's a little bit more than I expected. There are 2 full-service bars, and there's 2 places to grab food. The first place that you're gonna see is, as soon as you walk into Horror Unleashed, there's a big boiler, and it's making these noises, and it looks sinister. It almost looks like it's alive in a way. And that is actually one of the full service bars that you can drink at. They have bartenders that make you whatever drinks you want. Then the other bar is in the back, and this is part of Jack's Alley. And this is kind of like themed to Jack the Clown and the show that happens in this area, which I'll talk about a little bit later. Here you can get some mixed drinks, same deal as the boiler. And then as far as food goes, there are 2 different places you can get food. There is Rough Cuts, which is kind of like a quick service restaurant. It's barbecue based, which is funny because it's right next to Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I didn't eat here, but the food looks very delicious. Now where I did eat, which I was pleasantly surprised with, was Premier House. This is a full service sit down restaurant here at Horrors Unleashed, themed to Blumhouse. So they have stuff like the big Blumhouse logo, they have the van from the Black Phone, and sometimes, if you're lucky, Megan from Megan will come out and do a little dance, and you can get like pictures with her and stuff like that. But they have a full service menu here. They also do drinks as well. As you can imagine, there's a lot of places to get drinks here in Las Vegas. And the food that I ordered was pretty good and very unique. I got the brisket burger, which was 3 little sliders that were delicious. And then I also got the boiler bread, which was a big pumpernickel loaf with cheese and kind of like this herby garlic sauce. And the cheese sauce, they actually lit it on fire for a little bit of razzle dazzle. So that one was good. I just don't like pumpernickel bread, and I thought that was kind of like, if it was like just like a regular bread, I would have enjoyed it a lot more. But you definitely get sort of the visuals and the fun kind of pizzazz that comes with ordering a dish like that. But I was pretty pleasantly surprised with the food quality. I thought it was very, very good, and I do like the idea of a sit-down restaurant here at Horror Unleashed. I think it's going to add time to your visit and add like value to the experience. So I think you should probably try to eat here, because it just keeps you here longer and you get to kind of enjoy the vibe of this place a lot more. I've kind of shown you some of the different entertainers and characters all scattered throughout Warehouse 25. There's one more big thing that happens here, which is Jack's show. And I don't know the proper name of the show, I apologize, but there is a show that they do here throughout the day with none other than Jack the Clown himself, the iconic Halloween Horror Nights Orlando icon. This is a character that's existed in Orlando for a very, very long time, and he's finally making his West Coast appearance for good. This is his venue, his home. Jack's influence is all around this place, and they do a big old show where Jack the Clown comes out and he is with Chance, and they make their victims, who are actually themed to be Las Vegas performers they've pulled from the Strip, and they make them dance and perform for their lives. Stay or slay. There's actually an audience participation element involved with the show where they'll pull people from the audience and they help decide whether the performers get to stay or slay. And if they slay, they kill them on stage and everyone cheers and Jack the Clown. What's cool is too, after the show, you actually get an opportunity to take pictures with Jack and Chance. And that's really, really fun because these are really popular characters, and that's not something you can normally get to do at Halloween Horror Nights. So the fact that there's the opportunity to do it here in Las Vegas is really, really great. The show was really nice. The food experience was really nice. I think this is a really, really cool venue, and I really enjoy it. But I have spent a good amount of time in here throughout filming this video. I've been here for a couple hours now. It's been about 5.5 hours, which I think is going to be much longer than you're actually going to need here. So I think I'm kind of ready to leave the warehouse, step out into Las Vegas, and kind of share my thoughts on this place and whether a visit to Las Vegas to experience this is going to be worth it for you. All right, so it is now 7:45. I have been in here since 2 o'clock. I've spent a lot of time in here. I am good. I've had my Horror Unleashed experience. I have soaked up every little bloody corner of this place, and I had a really, really good time. I'm very, very happy that I came here all the way to Vegas to see this and experience this sort of permanent Halloween Horror Nights. I thought they did a really, really good job. This warehouse is a really ambitious space, and I think this is just a start. I talked to some employees here, and they said that they plan to add a 5th haunted house in the future, and if they do that, I think that'll be really, really cool. I think realistically, if you are here and you just show up, you can get this place done in 2 to 3 hours, especially if you just focus in on the haunted houses and then get some drinks, call it a night. And I think it's kind of how it's designed, you know? That's how Vegas attractions like this work. They're designed for 2, 3, 4 hour experiences. You know what I mean? It isn't like Halloween Horror Nights. If you're someone who loves HHN, this isn't a place that you spend the entire night, okay? What I would recommend is if you are someone who is really just trying to see the haunted houses in the best conditions possible, try to get the earliest time that you can. This thing starts at 2. I got here at 2, and I was able to see all the haunted houses without having to really wait at all. But now, as I was getting ready to leave, closer to 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, the lines for the haunted houses were starting to form, and the extended queue spaces were going all the way out. This place gets much busier at night, okay? Overall, I thought this was a really great, fun experience. I think if you are visiting Las Vegas and you like Halloween Horror Nights and you want a high quality, high production value experience, you can find that here at Horrors Unleashed. I would also say too, if you're a big super fan of Halloween Horror Nights, you know, I don't know if I would necessarily fly all the way over here to see all this. This is just part of your full Vegas experience. You know what I mean? Hopefully this video helps you decide whether or not the Horror Unleashed experience is for you. I would absolutely recommend it. It gets a good, nice, solid thumbs up from me. This was a very, very cool experience, and I'm also very curious to see how this place endures and evolves in the years to come. But it's time for me to head back over to Orlando and get ready for Halloween Horror Nights over there. Thank you guys for watching another Vincent Vision. I hope you enjoyed this. Thank you to all of the wonderful Patreon here. Maybe I think they're going to come out over here on this side. Thank you to all the wonderful Patreon people who helped make this video. Oh, actually, no, they come over here. I'm going to stand right in the middle. How's that? Thank you to all the wonderful Patreon people who helped make this video possible. Seriously, you guys helped fund this trip, and I'm very, very grateful that I get to have these experiences with your help. So look forward to more little things like this, little side quests. Horror Unleashed, really great time. If you're in the Vegas area, if you've never experienced Halloween Horror Nights, this is something you should totally try to do. But apart from that, it's time for me to get on out of here. Thank you guys for watching another Vincent Vision, and I'll see you at the next one. Bye-bye.